Welcome back to another workout video, and in today's video I'll be going over an upper body and a lower body workout that I did earlier this week, and you can cut up the workout routine in between 2 days, 4 days, 6 days, or do 1 day off, 1 day on. I also do 1 day on and then treadmill for an hour and then lower body. That's what I just did this past week. So it really just comes down to how often you train, how hard you train, and your muscle recovery, how well you're eating. And we are starting the upper body workout actually with an exercise that I love to do, which is the easy bar close grip press. Chest press, and I did it on a slight incline to really have the emphasis on the upper chest and getting some shoulder activation in there as well. And with a close grip, you are mainly targeting the triceps in that movement, and then you're actually going to superset that with some bicep curls with the dumbbells. The bicep curls with the dumbbells, and I'm using a mirror. I always like to use a mirror as much as I can to really build that muscle-mind connection. I feel like that is one of the biggest things in training, is to really focus on how it feels like to contract that muscle. That's really what it comes down to, and why you don't want to lift so heavy, especially if you're a beginner. There is simply no need for all of that. Leave the ego at the door, as I always say when you enter the gym, because you're gonna get hurt if you don't. And after doing those supersets, we're moving on to our next supersets, which is again another movement that I dig, and I feel like it's actually underrated. I don't even know if this is a thing. It is a dumbbell pullover, but the manner in which I am holding it is actually allowing me to add in a press. And I love the way this felt on my pecs. Not only did I get a tremendous stretch, but I could really squeeze and contract those muscles, especially when it's close to my chest with the dumbbell. Similar to a close grip chest press, you're kind of getting a good amount of tricep activation in there, and also the shoulders. And now we're supersetting that movement, which the dumbbell pull over hit the back and the chest. We're supersetting it with some dumbbell lateral raises, doing an alternation in between each rep. I prefer it this way because I love that little pause in between each rep, really allowing the muscle to slightly recover in between each rep and prevent that over fatigue that honestly happens pretty often, more often than not. It even happened in the video. And after doing those supersets, so we did the chest with biceps, we did the dumbbell pull over with the dumbbell lateral raises, and now we're moving on to the back. This is primarily for the back, where the dumbbell pull over honestly hits the upper back and your lats as well. So it's a good one. I love the dumbbell pull over, and it's good for your core too. And after doing the the cable lat pulldowns, you're gonna superset that movement, which targets the back, into a isolation movement for the pecs, which is a machine chest press. I love this machine at my gym. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Top tier machine chest press. Felt really good, and I love using it. It is one of my favorites. Super good. And we actually changed things up in today's workout. I did 5 sets. The first 2 sets are 20 reps, kind of like a warm-up, but also you're pushing yourself, so just don't push yourself too much. And then for the lower body, we're just doing 2 simple exercises, the cable RDLs, and then some leg extensions. So as I was saying, 5 sets, first 20 reps, and then increasing the weight after that for pretty much until you hit 10 reps. So for a total of 5 sets, resting 2 minutes in between each set. And I feel like the 2-minute mark tends to be the sweet spot for me lately. Last week I trained with 1 minute rest periods and my body was pretty fried and I couldn't hit the gym as much. I like being at the gym. It makes me feel alive and really is tethers my insanity. No, it keeps me untethered from my insane mind. We can call it that. And after doing the RDLs, which targets your glutes, the hamstrings, you're moving to an isolation for the quads yet again. That concludes our workout for today. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more workouts in the future. And as always, stay tuned and thank you for watching.